Hello everyone, DragonoftheEastblu once again bringing to you yet another episode of Out of the Fails of the Week, and this one here is going to be a very ridiculous one. It's a bit longer because there's a lot more to write, because there are some major fails that I may or may not have touched. I may have slightly touched on them, but in this chapter they've been expanded, they've been magnified, they're just exploded. There is so much to fucking cover. Sadly, there is actually so much that I can't go over all of it because I'm going to be making a 20-minute video, and no one wants to see that, especially for Now Out of the Fails of the Week. So I'm just going to focus on the main ones, but there's still a lot to say, so forgive me on that. But regardless, let's enjoy it because there's a lot to do today, and I want to get through this as fast as possible because I'm busy. I got to edit the last Halloween fails, and a special video game came out, so I want to play that fucking game. So let's get on with it. With Now Out of the Fails of the Week, this is week 119, chapter 653, I See Clearly. You see what? The shittiness of your series? The error of your ways? My fist aimed right at your scrotum? Here's a quick little fail. I've never understood this. We've always talked about the 6 paths, the way of the 6 paths. Why are there a shitload of 9s on Obito's back? I thought it was maybe a tribute to the QB, but he's the Jubi, so there should be 10s of some kind. And why are they not exactly Roman numerals, but why are they, today's number instead of the Japanese numbers, which Bleach seems to use fairly easily? I don't know. Now, Obito says he's no longer human, which he isn't from what I can see. But if they still consider Naruto, Gaara, and the other Jinchuriki as human, what isn't human is more the question. We might never know, since it is Naruto of all people who answered the question for us and tells Obito, no, you're Uchiha Obito. Now, that doesn't answer the question about him being human or not, but it's the answer Naruto has chosen for someone else. What a shock. Naruto begins to talk like a preacher about how he and Obito are so alike and shit. No, Naruto, you are not him, he is not you. He actually got shit done, you just took it up the ass. Repeatedly. Now, I don't want to go through the whole chapter and picking apart every panel because there is a lot to be written here. There's so much here, and there's so many fails here to work with. And that means a very long script, which equates to a long recording file, which ends up becoming a long video. So we'll just focus on the main fails, and this one is a real doozy. Naruto says, there are no shortcuts to becoming Hokage and no shortcuts to run away from once you become one. Now, for those who can't see what's wrong with this, I'll explain. This little cunt, the one who is most known for taking shortcuts, is telling the main villain that there are no shortcuts to becoming Hokage. Son of a bitch! Alright, let's break it down. The reason why Naruto is a huge hypocrite here is because the technique that he uses the most often is the Kage Bushi no Jutsu. That technique, that is his only technique, is the one he abuses constantly. He has used it to take so many shortcuts during his training at every opportunity. He has used this to cheat to get more training done, as when a clone does something, it sends that experience back to the creator when they dispel. Now, you can say this was done in Dragon Ball Z, but it was rarely used and it's a completely different technique. But for Naruto, you can see this is a huge shortcut he is taking. Even for his Rasengan, he has used his clones to help him instead of learning how to do it himself. And what do you mean there's no shortcuts to becoming Hokage? Tsunade was made Hokage even after turning her back to the village, and most who become Hokage are the descendants of quote-unquote heroes, thus getting in by default. In the Naruto world, whether it be friend or foe, and we'll never know which is which, shortcuts are the name of the game. To end this shitty chapter, Naruto does the ultimate bitch move in the manga world. Obito is now looking sorry, quote-unquote, for what he's done, and Naruto is giving him a chance to come back to the good side. Suck my Italian cock, you little donkey-raping shit-eater. I've said it once, and I'll say it again. No real villains in Naruto. Fucking A. Well, guys, that's the episode this week. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to have to wrap this up really quickly because I need to start editing the last Halloween special, which will be out tomorrow on Halloween, so I hope you guys check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. The Yodi Slayer zombie tribute will be coming out a bit later after that because I've had no time to even record. Anyways, this is DragonoftheEastblu saying sail on, keep enjoying the fails, and if you excuse me, I need to hit the high seas with a bottle of rum and a yo-ho-ho. It's Assassin's Creed 4 time, bitches! Woo!